Well, this is not great news. We need that.
Oh man, getting my curls in today. Okay, that's not even like a, there's no full extensions with this crankshaft. It weighs as much as an LS crank for sure. How's it going back there, Jake?
Oh, you know, I'll survive. Get the door.
Thank you, sir. 1 year almost to the day after we bought the John Deere crawler, the 420C, it's time to assemble the engine. What is going on, guys? I'm WatchJRGo, and here we are with the completely remachined block and all of the parts for the John Deere 420C. Look at this. Here's all of our new parts. We'll unbox these for you in a second. And here is the much more beautiful block. And this is apparently as good as it's gonna get. There's no ridge anymore. So that is it. You can see the crosshatch in there is beautiful. There's new plugs all the way through already. Those have been driven in. And
new cam bearings.
New cam bearings. The head is assembled and pressure tested. So today we're gonna go as far as we can on assembling this thing. Hopefully we can get the rotating assembly in it.
We can see there's some pitting here at the top of the cylinder where the piston had been setting for some time right here, and the ring was in contact with it with some water. That's what
the rust ring, yeah.
That's what stuck it. And although that'll actually, it's been honed over. The only way to fix that would be to sleeve it. The fact is, this won't hurt nothing. If this was a race engine, of course, we wouldn't do that because we'd be looking for every bit of compression and horsepower we could get. But on this thing,
all 8 horsepower, maybe it makes 30.
It probably makes 15.
15?
Yeah,
okay.
Maybe maximum of 20.
And we did take it 0.125 over, which is a ton of material out of it. And Stan and I talked about this, and originally we thought it was sleeved. We found out it's not factory sleeved, and he was worried about taking any more out because there would not be enough metal left in the liner here to work with.
Yeah, you got about a 1/4 inch of material there, it appears, on both sides. But again, that's a good fear. This is a low compression engine. This will cause it to burn a little tiny bit of oil, but it's so minute, who cares? And the fact is, when you run this thing once or twice a year, you know, that it's absolutely perfectly fine. Clean it up, give it a good rinse job, and then basically assemble it.
And over here, we have our box of goodies from Steiner. Nope, not sponsored. This is all a whole bunch of money we spent on this engine. But this should be all the gaskets, crankshaft seals, cylinder head, the head gaskets in here, all that stuff. Here's our new pistons, 0.125 over pistons. These things are, that's the ring. Large pistons in here. I'm sure these are all just being custom made for the few guys that are rebuilding these. Let's see. Ooh, man. Those are like cast and then machined. Those are pretty. Look at that stamping on there too. Here's our $500 of machine work, our receipt. Degrease block and parts, that was 70. Install cam bearings, 20. Install core plugs, 20. Rebore block, 30. Oh, 60 total. Check and hone rods, 20 total. Polish crankshaft, 39. Valve job was 75. Knurl valve guides, 24. Install valve seats, 24. Pressure test head was 36. And milling the head was 30. And regrinding the rocker arms, 29. Oh, and there's more. Valve seals, rocker arm shaft plugs, engine core plugs. Oh, those are parts. Gotcha.
Don't know where you got them, but they were made in USA.
Hey, it's all from Steiner. Here's our rods that have all been ground out and polished and ready for the new oversized bearings. Get any other toys in here?
Well, obviously, that's number 1.
Oh, that would explain it.
Who is this?
It's Steiner.
Oh, well,
They're a company I got all this from.
Oh, so
I'm
that's
buying
what,
stuff from Steiner, so I guess I can wear their hat.
so that rides on it.
Oh, look at this. I am happy now. Okay, time for a break. Pause, ready, go. Should we put on the schmuck? Well, after about an hour of cleaning later, we've got nice clean push rods, some clean main bearing caps ready to go in. Bolts are reconditioned quite a bit, and the block has been flushed and flushed and flushed to try to make sure we got all the dirt out of there. So I think we just grab this like this and just let go, and it's assembled.
Almost. So the bearings come wrapped as a set like that. Both sets did. Don't be fooled by the way they packaged it. In all normal engines, the crankshaft grows, so the crankshaft gets longer as it warms up. Now, usually, you can allow for a little bit of movement on the front, and that usually don't change anything, but you want to keep your back into your crankshaft in the same place. We have these thrust surfaces on the sides, and if you move that back and forth, you can see there's about 5 thousandths clearance there, it looks like. So that's going to keep the crankshaft centered. So these two, without looking at the book,
The book's coming. PC was dead.
I put these at the back. Now take a little bit of assembly lube out of your stay lube.
Huh. That doesn't do much for us, does it?
Usually, every one of these tubes comes, they've been sitting so long.
It's separated for
that
sure.
It separates, so you want to mix it up good. Of course, you can just dump some out too, but
Probably shake it. The stuff moves around quite a bit.
okay, now you're ready to put the crankshaft in. Now drop her in square. We're going to hold it right here in the middle.
Okay, we're ready.
Okay, let me have it. I got it.
Clear.
It's not setting down in there all the way. There it went.
Okay.
It was bound up on the
Yeah,
back.
that seems better.
Okay, should be very easy. Just set a screwdriver right here and just give that a little pop. That's flush on both sides.
This one actually, I guess it's a little high on that side too.
I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Right there on that lock. It was flush with the main bearing cap, but it was proud of the block, so we had to, I took a file to it.
140 foot-pounds.
Tighten her down. Why don't you, let's roll the engine up so it's horizontal.
All right.
Good.
Yeah, but it's kind of weird.
Just push down until it beeps at you and you're golden. Good. Good. Okay.
I don't trust this one.
Is it vibrating when it does that too?
Yeah, sure is. All right, I guess it's there.
Rotates nice and smooth. Let's go ahead and put the bump shaft in it. There's a mark right there. So put some lube on the bearings. Yeah, this'll
Yeah,
grease the back one.
smear all around. Just gonna go for it. Nice.
Got it. I got it.
All right,
Okay,
There it
now
is.
let me have some back.
take it back out.
Take it right to there. And we gotta line the marks up.
Yeah,
There we see 2 marks
that looks nice.
right there.
Yeah,
Now you gotta put these 2 bolts in right here.
through the window.
Okay,
Yep,
put them in
torque them to spec.
and torque them. I gotta quit.
All right. Time for more Christmas. And no, I didn't get these for Christmas or anything. I bought them 4, 5, 6, 8 months ago. I bought them when the engine was at the machine shop, so a long time ago. Rear main seal, that's what I wanted to open the box for, because we need to pull the rear main seal out of this guy, give him a quick cleaning here with our wire wheel, and then install new rear main seal. Oh wow, that thing had given up on life. No wonder they parked it. The spring was trash. We'll install the rear main seal with our nicely cleaned cover. Oh, perfect. Done. It's finished. Okay, let's get this thing in there nice and even and start working it in.
There it went all the rest of the way.
Yeah, I think that's as good as it gets right there.
I love dead blow hammers because they're like someone went, yes, what if maracas, but angry?
Yeah. First, it's like a cool little concert, and then we found our expertly labeled bags of parts out of this engine, which was good because we weren't sure we were going to find those. And now we can install the cam thrust plate. It has a lock wash on one side and locking tab on the other. A little bit of oil on there, so we are good to go. And then we'll torque these guys to spec.
So now we bend up the locking tabs.
Bend the locking tab. Opening up our packages while tearing up all of our fingers as we hit them on the new connecting rods. All right, so now it needs
Straightened out.
Yeah, I need to bring that back just a little bit right there on the edge. Perfect. What we're doing now is trying to get our rings installed, and the oil ring here has to sit behind that steel spacer that I put in a second ago. All right, there's the bottom one, and we have little dots on these to indicate which way they go. So this one's gap will go right here. Well, now all we need is a compressor.
Yeah.
And then we can install these things. And we need a snap ring pliers real quick.
Ah, you're right.
Let's go on a hunt.
Yeah, hit me with the sauce.
Here's the sauce. Oh, watch out. Add some gravity to the sauce. Oh, yeah. Got it.
Is it in?
Yep. We are back with our ring compressor, and it is powered by yours truly and a ratchet. So now we've got this thing about ready to go. We're gonna have to lift our piston up a little bit here, because you're probably supposed to do this without the thing, like, you know. Perfect, thank you. Thank you, Sir Jake. Large hammer. Hold on. Crank alignment. Oh, we're good, go.
It's in.
Ha-ha! Here's our cap. Come on, girl. Torque to spec. Time to install piston number 2. Man, that runs pretty nice.
Yeah, probably ought to put a dab of assembly lube on that bearing, though.
Like I dab on them haters. Pretty perfect, huh? And we've got the book open. It says 55 to 60 foot-pounds. All right, torque wrench is now set to 58. We already torqued to 55. Let's go ahead. Now it says we were there. So, one more on this other one. That's it. Couple 58s ready to go. Stick our crankshaft turning tool in here. There we go. So we sprayed this down with our copper forma gasket real quick. And now I have to untie my knot carefully. And I'm gonna get this stuff all over me, because that's just how it works. I think we're ready to bolt the head on. This thing is crazy heavy. I should have grabbed inside like that. There we go. Okay.
No guide pins.
No guide pins. It's all guesswork here. All right.
In the end, it doesn't really matter. Oh, look at it though. Look at the engine.
There we go. We're making progress.
Dude, it looks like something now.
It does look like something now.
What is the displacement of this?
Large. It's probably a 2 liter or something, right?
15 16ths?
13 16ths.
13 16ths.
I do want to visual check our push rod. And it looks like everything's good. We can see right down to the leafters. 2 of the washers from the head bolts are gone, and we think those are the ones that were rusted on while we were busy taking apart the very rusty original assembly. So I found some washers with the correct OD, and then we measured them, and they're 0.58. So we got a drill bit that should pretty much nail that. And Jared was like, well, let's stick it in the lathe and have some fun. So here you go. I'll just push it in full power. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's clean that up real quick. And now here we are with our custom built washers ready to torque this head to spec. So I will grab the torque wrench here, and we'll start with number 1 after we set this to 85, which is the first torque spec. Beep, 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 beep. These. Those were 86, and it says we can go to 95 actually. So we'll just go to 90. This truly looks like engine now, which is pretty cool. Push rod installation. Wow. A quick way to lube them up. We are going to install the rocker tower. So, let's see. Get these things straightened up a little bit here. The bolts just dropped right in after I asked them nicely with hammer. That seems like
Sounds like it's in.
Started. All right, let me get all this assembly lube off of me because I coated this thing with assembly lube, not wanting it to have issues down the road.
It was the deep socket. Yeah.
That socket?
Yeah, that boy.
Okay. Run it down a little bit. Run it down a little bit. We gotta start compressing the valves here with these, so that'll be fun. 25 to 30. There we go. Oh, wow. That was, I like barely touched it, and I was... 25 to 30 is too easy, isn't it?
It's like got a 3-foot lever arm there.
I do. Okay, stop vibrating. 30, 29, 30, 30.1. 30. All right.
I bet it's significantly more difficult to spin over now.
It's gonna be like, I can't turn it with a screwdriver anymore. I've been having so much fun. Wow, it's still going with a screwdriver. I could use a lot more screwdriver, I'll tell you that. Here we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yes. It does engine things. Oh! Gotta replace a screwdriver now.
Error 404.
Sorry. Just like the screwdriver, this episode is done. We probably could have put the valve cover on because now we've got our studs to hold the valve cover and it would look really pretty at that point. But we're done for today. The engine, I mean, everything that matters is assembled, and after, well, the next episode here, we'll go ahead and stab the oil pump in. I've got it ready to go. Look at that. Our tach's ready to be installed. We're ready to install all of the accessories on this engine now. And it's already in time because it's timed with these gears. It's timed like an F1 car. That gear drive like F1 car is the coolest thing ever. Anyway, that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to head on over to shop.WatchJRGo.com where you cannot buy this shirt, but you can buy a lot of cooler shirts than this. And please, like, share, subscribe. Do whatever you want to do, and I will talk to you next time. That will need very cleaned, and then we can do some outro stuff or something. I was like, my hand is covered in grease. Finally back in the truck, a little after midnight. Engine's wrapped up. Luckily, got my liquid ice to keep me awake.